sure James won't mind me sharing with you that the Huddersfield pre-season friendly, I asked James what the crack was, what situation we were actually in, and could the club go? And he looked me dead in the eye and just said straight, Phil, this club's got a hell of a lot of history. It means an awful lot to the community and the city of Wakefield. This club can't die. No. And I knew at that moment we were all right. I knew we'd be okay, and he was pretty confident. So, yeah, it's a big statement. I'll come to Andrew with this one from Janet Wilshire. Are there any plans to issue shares?
No, there's not. We'd never turn down anyone that wanted to make an investment in the club and move things forward, but no, there's not going to be any share sales or anything going on. That was an easy short one, wasn't it?
I'll come back to you now as well. This one's from Neil Hagyard. Does Mr. Glover have the money to make something of this club, or are we looking at always being the bridesmaid and never the bride?
I don't want to be either, if I'm perfectly honest. Yes, I do. The way that we're going to run this club, I shouldn't need to put any of my money in. That doesn't mean I won't, because I've got aspirations that we've got to get this right, and I've got aspirations that I'm going to see all of you lot at every match and all spending your money. So in theory, I shouldn't have to. But can I afford to do it? Yes, absolutely I can. I wouldn't have entered into this. I'm already, financially tied into this, and I wouldn't have done that if I couldn't afford to fulfil it and see it through.
I'll stick on money if I could with this one. This is from Alan W, wherever Alan is. From what I've read on the internet about the £2.8 million paid by Tillion for the ground, what has happened to this money? And if these figures are true, who is accountable if it's been spent? Are these figures correct? And is any of it true?
Any question about the past seems to come to me. It sticks in your throat, doesn't it? You can't let it go. You want to know what's happening. The reality is that we've been told what we've been told. The payment was made to the club to pay off a debt. The remaining payment will be paid. Will then paid by the developer of the new stadium. As far as Colin Mackey goes, he's an honourable man, and I spoke to him since the takeover or the administration, and he's still willing to honour that. He's also willing to honour anything else he's done with the new stadium. So it's a case of one of those things that we probably need to move on from it. We've got a new owner. He's just told you that he's willing to invest as much as it's needed to be a successful club. Let's draw a line under the past. We can't change the history.
All we know is we're tenants.
And we're a tenant at this ground. If the future is called into doubt by us and not having somewhere to play, then I would hope you'd have enough faith in the people sat on this table that before that happened, we'd be in front of you telling you where we were going to play next, whether that be at Bellevue, whether that be out of the city, whether that be somewhere else in the city. If that meant that we had to buy stadium types, temporary stands somewhere else, then trust me, all the options are being looked at. So there's never going to be an end to this club. There's only going to be a bright future. And I think, I'll probably say it a few more times tonight, we need to start looking forward instead of looking back.
Okay, just a reminder, we'll have a break in just a few minutes' time. If you're going to write some more questions out, if you have got some, then get them up here. I'm trying to get through as many as I can. We'll come to John. John, has Jeremy Smith got his visa yet? That's from Stephen C.
No. No. But we're hoping that it will be registered before the weekend, because obviously the coming game means a lot to Jeremy. He felt that he didn't really achieve what he should have achieved at Salford. He didn't perform as he can perform. Because if you remember, he was a New Zealand international and a Parramatta Eel. He was really a very bright scrum half who could organise a team and take them around the park. And as of yet, he hasn't got his visa, but we're very hopeful that he will have it before Thursday, which is when the sort of squad has to be announced for Sunday.
You have selection problems this weekend, John, haven't you? Okay, one from Andy Dye. He's asked whether the rumours regarding Timana Tahu, if I've pronounced that correctly, are right.
I think Andrew's indicated that if quality players become available, we'll investigate all avenues. There are problems now with overseas players in that you've got to apply for another sponsorship licence, and then obviously to agree terms with the players before it goes to all the border agency and the Home Office, and it's quite an extensive process. So we'll be looking for really people that we can get here and who can play immediately, and that tends to be young and British. And although I know Glenn is a marvellous captain, and you know, it's an overseas player, but one of the proudest things about Saturday night for me wasn't just how the team played, it wasn't just the answer to adversity, it wasn't the result, it was the fact that we had 14 of those players who were available to England or Great Britain, and they still played like that. So I was absolutely delighted with that, and the average age was something like 23, 24 years of age. So again, I was really happy, and it just shows, as it's a new beginning and we're looking forward to the future, it's those type of people that we need to build very firm foundations on and grow a team from that.
There's not many clubs can say that about the travelling side, apart from Crusaders. It's made up of young Welsh players, apparently. New South Wales, I think they're all from. Andrew, are you hoping to get more sponsors on board or additional investors? That's from Andrew E.
I think I've sort of already answered this one. If somebody wants to come on and sponsor us or invest in us, absolutely, the door will always be open for you guys. I'm not actively looking for them. The club sponsors that we've already got, I'm honouring that. So we're going through all of them to make sure that we meet them all, and we will try our hardest to get any penny we can out of any of them, won't we? Which is, we've got to put our commercial heads on with this. If there's sponsors want to come in, take boxes, things like that, all that kind of stuff, just the normal commercial stuff, yes. But actually getting investors in the business, I'm not actively looking for them. But if any of you guys have got a couple of £100,000, pop along to my office.